before we get into today's reading, I just want to say thanks to Keen for sponsoring today's video. If you are looking for a personalized reading to your unique situation, then I highly recommend Keen. I got a reading from Keen not too long ago, probably about a few months back, and honestly, it changed my life and circumstances for the better. Like, my reader's name was Samantha, and she was so genuine and so honest and very straightforward and blunt, which I love. And I really felt comfortable with her over the phone and online chatting. She really took my feelings into account, and she just provided me with the just right amount of guidance and advice I needed about a financial situation I was going through around a purchase of a car, and I wanted to know about a love life situation I was going through involving my person. And everything she said panned out exactly. Like, I was so amazed. I'm so happy I found her, and she really helped me through everything, you guys. Like, everything. She was very, very good, very intuitive. So I highly suggest you give Keen a try. So Keen connects me with talented readers and astrologers 24/7. So if you want to get a reading from Keen like I did, it's super easy to start. All you have to do is create an account, and you'll be able to choose from the hundreds of tarot readers and astrologers who are online right now. Each reader has unique specialties designed to provide you deeper inner and understanding to your situation, no matter what it is. So if you want to know about your love life, if you want to know if your person is going to commit or if there's a third party, if you want to know about financial situation, career, finances, friends, family, whatever the case, Keen has a reader ready to provide you the clarity and insights you're looking for. You just choose whatever reader best suits you and your needs, and you'll be able to connect with them over the phone and online. So as a new customer, you can get your first 10 minutes for only $1.99, which is absolutely amazing. That's up to $99 in savings. I know, right? Like, it's so great, especially during these financially challenging times that we're all going through at this moment in time. So yeah, just click the link in my description box to save on your first reading. So without further ado, let's get back to your reading. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Love, Truth, and Wisdom Tarot Guidance. I hope you all are having an enjoyable day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are, and I hope you all are doing well. So I'm here today to bring you another pick a card reading, and today we are looking into the topic of your next conversation with your person. So we have here 3 piles to choose from. We have the first pile here with the Page of Swords, the second pile with the Page of Wands, and the third pile with the Page of Cups. Feel free to pick more than one if you feel guided to do so, but just keep in mind that this is not a personal reading. This is a general reading, so not all the messages will resonate, and that's okay. Just take what does and leave what doesn't. I am available for personal readings. If you feel guided to get a personal reading from me, all that information will be down below in the description box. So without further ado here, let's get on to your reading. Hello, Pile 1, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Page of Swords, this is your reading for your next conversation with your person. So I do feel like this conversation is going to be a bittersweet type of, I heard bittersweet connection, and I was going to say bittersweet conversation. So, but like more on the sweeter side for some of you. For others of you, this is definitely going to be like 50% bitterness and 50% sweetness. And I do feel like the outcome will be some type of agreement. You both will come to some type of agreement, some type of offer will be made in this conversation, some type of engagement, maybe even for a few of you, or a wish come true, depending on what your wish is with this person. But I do feel like the conversation will be very delightful. I feel like the only hard part of the conversation will be, I think in the beginning, I'm getting really strongly here that, okay, well, one, this person loves you. This person's in love with you. They really do want to offer you a solid foundation and a solid commitment. But we do have the message here, I love you and I know you love me, but I'm not ready for a commitment. I feel like initially this conversation will be kind of heavily based in fear, a fear of repeating cycles, and fear that the other person, whether it's you or your person, don't want the same thing. So I do feel like there will be this either hinting or this connotation of I love you, but I'm not ready for commitment. But then as the conversation goes on, I do feel like there will be a commitment made, honestly. So it's going to start off maybe a little bitter or sour, I'm getting, but I think it's definitely going to end up really, really sweet. And you're going to like, it's going to be like a wish come true. So because we do have karmic here as the first, like, kind of message here, and I do feel like this connection is not karmic but had karmic lessons, had really tough lessons around maybe codependency, just not being authentic, avoidance, denial, manipulation. There was definitely a need to do like a lot of shadow work, independently and maybe together. I do feel like right now you both, or maybe even just your person, feel stuck where they feel like they can't make a move, or they don't know like what move to make, even though they know they want to like offer you something because this person is very in love with you. I heard manipulative nature or energy. So this person, I do feel like in the past has had manipulative energy or like intentions with you, and they're afraid of like repeating that cycle. I think they're definitely aware that they can be manipulative, but they're afraid that it's going to repeat, or they're afraid, like they're just scared that certain cycles are going to repeat. Like they haven't grown, like they haven't become aware, they haven't like evolved enough where they're ready to like surrender to this love and surrender to this connection and like be in love with you. But I feel like this person, because they have a really big awareness about like who they are, the truth of like, their conditioning and their programming and like behaviors and patterns, I do feel like this person has grown in that regard, and that in itself is like 75% of the work, honestly. So I do feel like this person can see things clearly now when it comes to how they feel about you, what they want, how they act, maybe why they act the way they act. And like, the only thing I'm kind of seeing here is like this person may still have trouble like taking accountability or responsibility for certain emotions or behaviors they do. They're aware of their behaviors, but it's like they're still maybe sometimes in this blame game, or in this way of like lack of cooperation, or lack of like authenticity a little bit. Like I just feel like that's something. But they will apologize, you know what I mean? But it's almost like this person will apologize for doing the same thing over and over, because they're kind of in this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like if this person, like, I don't know, blames you for something, or gets triggered and then like blames you for triggering them, they'll like, maybe not in that moment they'll like apologize, but I do feel like later, like a few hours or something, they will apologize for being triggered, but like I don't know if they're gonna apologize for necessarily like blaming you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a weird thing. Like this person's not intentionally trying to hurt you, but I do think obviously like they're still on their journey. They're not like fully developed in like the fundamentals of like their triggers, or like their anger or their resentment. Like I do feel like this person has a hard time with forgiveness. Maybe like in terms of arguments, this person still like gives you the silent treatment or the cold shoulder, stuff like that they're not aware that is like more of like a defense mechanism and a coping mechanism based off their own like insecurities and like fears, and like they still have shadow work to do. So this person's not perfect, but I do feel like they've come a long way where now they can offer you something. I'm not sure what this something is, but I do feel like it is going to be like some type of wish that you've been wanting. I'm also hearing like it's really important to clear your energy before this conversation. So I'm not getting like any times of like when this conversation might take place, but I do feel like you may dream about it, or it's definitely something you've been manifesting. So it I don't know, it depends, but I do feel like you may dream about it or get some type of insight about it like before it happens. But either way, I do feel like it's important to clear your energy and focus on yourself prior like to this conversation, because this is definitely a situation where I feel like there will be talk about marriage or some type of like long commitment or something like that. And I do feel like this connection is going to lead to like some type of long-term commitment, because this person is in love with you. We have here, it was love at first sight when I met you. So I do feel like this person is going to lay it on really thick with the romantic feelings. They're going to tell you how much they love you, how much they're like have fallen in love with you. They're so infatuated and obsessed with you. They're like how attracted they are to you, and how like you're just so irresistible, and they can't stop fantasizing about you, and they like they're really going to lay it on a lot, like a lot. And like this, they're not lying when they tell you this. I think they just really, really want to like hone it in how much you are like their perfect person, how much they love you, how much they have feelings for you, how much, you give them butterflies. And with the heart here, it says you begin to feel your heart beat faster when you are close. So that could also be a sign when you're about to have this conversation. You might be super anxious, like a couple hours or days prior to the conversation. And that means they're close by. But like, I just feel like this person is like, in regards to their love message or like what they communicate, it's going to be a lot of love and a lot of gratitude. I do feel like this person's going to thank you for like putting up with them. Thank you for like helping them maybe when they didn't deserve help. Thank you for maybe showing them the way or like valuing them, just loving them. Thank you for like enjoying their company or something like that. There's going to be a lot of gratitude here, which I think is really, really beautiful and also very like special and supportive of where this person wants this connection to go, because they're thinking long-term thoughts. Literally, this person fantasizes about being with you for the long term. Like, it's a dream, it's a goal of theirs. They truly desire to be with you, to have you, to hold you, to love you, despite any like karmic behaviors or patterns or lessons that you need to learn. This person really does love you. I feel like, towards like the end of the conversation, it's going to be such a good time. Like, I feel like you're going to laugh a lot with this person. You guys are going to like joke around. You're really, really going to enjoy them. I guess well, it just makes sense. Like, I feel like this is going to be an in-person conversation. So yeah, I'm really not getting like text or call. This is going to be an in-person conversation. So you may run into this person and then like hang out with this person and have the conversation, or this person will like contact you some way, somehow, and like ask you to meet up with them or see them, on a date or something like that. But this person has their eye on you. They haven't forgotten about you. They still think about you. They're still very fond of you. They still have a lot of gratitude and appreciation towards you, your style, the way you look, the way you are. And I definitely feel this is something they're going to communicate to you. I also feel this person is going to apologize, or they know they owe you some type of an apology because of the hurt in the past. And I just heard, when you hurt, I hurt. So this person feels like, they owe you an apology and they're sorry for hurting you, but they were hurting as well. Not that that's an excuse, but that's just like the one thing they're super aware of is like why they hurt people is because they were hurting. So that's what this person's really, really like aware of, which is really, really good. Because then it leads to like other, key moments of awareness, enlightenment, stuff like that. But I just feel like this person's still in this like lesson of like anger or like silent treatment or ghosting or like criticizing maybe for some of you, or just like resentments or something. Like, again, like forgiveness is a hard one for this person. So because they have a hard time forgiving themselves, so they feel like other people won't be able to forgive them because they don't feel like deserving of forgiveness. But this person really is sorry, and they really, really do want to apologize to you. They really do love you and care for you, and they really want to speak to you, and they can't wait to talk to you. I feel like this person right now, so this may happen like soon for a few of you, because I'm getting this person is in a very vulnerable spot right now, which is helpful. They feel a little bit fragile, they feel a little bit unsteady, but I feel like this is the root, like the perfect time to have this conversation while they're still in that energy, if that makes sense. So it may be like soon for some of you, but for others of you this may take a minute or two. But again, I do feel like this conversation will take you and this person, but especially your person, like really out of their element. And it'll be very, very heartfelt and vulnerable. And I feel like this person's going to break through something. Like, there's going to be a breakthrough here, or like an illusion, or like a doubt that you both have had. You're going to break through it and get clarity on it. So there's going to be no more doubt after this conversation. Maybe you were doubting this person's feelings or doubting their love for you. You're going to be totally clear where you stand with this person and how this person, your person, feels about you, and vice versa. They want to commit. So again, like I said, it's going to start off a little funny, a little, I was going to say a little karmic, a little shadowy, let's say, like a little stuck, but then as time goes on, it's going to like progress, and it's going to like move forward basically. But yeah, that is what I see for you guys. So I'm going to leave it here. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this provided you with some deeper insight and guidance to your situation. If not, feel free to pick another pile. I'm sending you all so much love. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in, and I will talk to you all later. Take care. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Page of Wands, this is your reading for your next conversation with your person. So I feel like your next conversation with your person is going to give you the opportunity to be courageous and to overcome a lot of obstacles. One of them I'm hearing is patience. So I do feel like you're going to be given the opportunity to be patient with this person. I do feel like this conversation requires you both to be patient and to actually try to put in effort, because there is a lot of passion, desire, and love between you both. I feel like you both really do feel and desire to share a home together, to be at home with each other, to just like spend time together. Because we have here, I wish we could be together right now. And I feel like this is going to like be like, maybe not this like verbatim this message, but I do think this is going to be the initial like message sent, is like some type of like, I miss you, or I wish we could be together right now, or I want to be with you right now, something like that. And I feel like it's going to like give you the opportunity to open up to each other in like unexpected ways, where you both are going to like take this leap of faith to like tell each other what you want, what you desire, like how you feel, because there's a lot of passion and like wanting to like make love and wanting to be like sexually intimate and wanting to spend time with together. I'm getting cuddles as well. So I feel like this is going to not go the way you expected, and we do have expectations here. So it says have realistic expectations. So realistic expectations to me is no expectations. We shouldn't have any expectations on how anything goes. Surrender the outcome to the divine, all that good stuff. But, we're human. That's just kind of like how we're programmed, unless you've deprogrammed yourself in that way. But anyways, if you have expectations, make sure they're realistic. Make sure they honor your true self. Make sure they honor the highest good for you and the highest good of all concerned. Make sure they honor the love that you share. They honor your relationship. It honors safety and belonging and like, the true nature of both of you. Make sure it's honorable expectations if that's the case. If you're gonna have any, make sure they're honorable. And I do feel like there's going to be some type of like big notice about each other, or a big notice about this relationship in this next conversation. I don't think you both are going to anticipate feeling so intense about each other and about this connection once you both start talking. It's like you both are going to feel, and I do feel like you've been dealing with this person for maybe off and on for a while now, but something about this next conversation is going to be highly intense and passionate and very like lustful and just a lot of like desirable emotions. And I do think it's going to feel like nothing you've ever felt with this person before. It's going to feel really incredible. I do think this conversation is going to be maybe more on the intense side, but it's going to lead to like growth, like, and I do think your intuition is going to be really spot on about this. If it's not already, I do think like you're going to speak very intuitively to this person. I do feel like both of you are going to be really intuitive and really wise and very like speaking from a place of honor to each other. And I feel like this could happen around in someone's home. So it could be your house or their house, but I do feel like this is going to be like a very intimate, homey type of conversation. I do think you both are going to be really comfortable around each other, or comfortable having this conversation. And like during, like before, during, and after, you're going to feel like you belong together. You're going to feel safe with each other. You're going to feel like I found my person. This is it. I don't know what I was so afraid of or scared of. It's just going to feel incredible. I think this is going to be a really incredible conversation as long as you keep your expectations to a minimum or very honorable. So, but I do feel it's going to be overwhelming just because it's so intense, but that's nothing bad, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like there's gonna be a lot of like communicating. So like you both may lose your breath, or this person feels like they have to catch their breath or something because they're talking so much, or they're talking so fast because there's so much to say. So I feel like maybe a lot of you haven't spoken to this person in a very long time. So I feel like a lot has happened and changed, and you both have grown since then. And this is like why it's gonna be so like intuitively directed. And I feel like you could like receive a text message. I'm getting uploads, so this person could send you some type of attachment or something, but you're gonna receive some type of like communication from them soon. And I think your intuition has been kind of giving you signs or hints, or even telling you straightforward like this person's gonna communicate soon. Or you're gonna hear some news about them, like maybe they bought a new home for some of you, I'm getting, or they did something, or they got honored with something, or something you didn't expect. I think you're gonna hear some news, or they're gonna tell you, either like text or call or like DM or something. But I do feel like this person's gonna communicate soon, and this conversation is going to be a recommitment to your love. And I think this has already been developing because you both have grown and changed so much. You both have overcome a lot of obstacles. And I think the last obstacle you have to overcome in your cycle independently and together is to kind of be courageous and take off your mask, because we have mask here. And, I do feel like in the past there's been a lot of hiding, or like putting on a front, or like a lot of like insecurities and insincereness of like being inauthentic and just kind of overprotecting yourself, and maybe even manipulating emotionally each other, or something like that has taken place. And I think that's something that you both don't do anymore, and are ready to like not do with each other, or see where the other person's at with that, because I feel like that's something you both do. But yeah, there's still obviously a lot to learn with each other, but I do think you guys are going to be headed in the right direction, and you're going to get I guess sort of head start. So I think this is gonna happen soon, and like you're gonna get ahead of it, because you know taking off your mask, like, you know what I'm saying, like your egoic like self and stuff like that, is a it's a process. It's something we'll probably do for the rest of our lives. So I think there's like a level to this mask wearing that you both still do. So that's gonna be where you both are gonna have to have the courage to like be honest about your insecurities, and I do think that's gonna come up. Be honest about where you manipulate, or where you self-protect, too much, or when you try to impress something, or where you're hiding. I do think there's going to be like a lot of secrets revealed, and a lot of like talk about like insecurities, manipulation, like behaviors and patterns that have been an obstacle for you both. But there's something here about you both sharing a soul contract where you're meant to overcome most of those obstacles together. And I do think there's more healing that you need to do together, which is why this conversation is happening. And like obviously like more awakening, and all this is going to happen in divine timing. But there's this is a journey, but you're coming to a like pivotal point in your journey where I do feel like you both can't stand being apart any longer, and your desires for each other are like getting stronger and stronger. So there's going to be this leap of faith where you're going to be confident, or your person's going to be confident, and just go for it and reach out to you. I do think your person's intentions are to like be stable with you and dependable and protect you, and like tell you how they feel, and not just be a secret admirer, you know what I'm saying? Or like, because this person is very attracted to you, obviously, and like thinks they'd be a really good suitor for you. I mean, you give this person butterflies, and they just don't want this to be a strictly sexual connection anymore. Like, I think in the past, because your desire and your like intense sexual chemistry, like sex was like number one thing on the table, maybe something you did 80% of the time, and you only really spoke or got to know each other, or like had like intimate conversations 20% of the time. I do feel like this person wants to end that type of cycle, because they see you as the one. They see you as like someone that they could be with forever, that they could share their life with. Like, I'm getting union vibes, like, honestly. So, you know, everything is like falling into place. I'm really getting. I do feel like this person has finally made a decision about this connection, and about their feelings for you, and what they want to do. And they definitely want to like, I'm getting text message. They definitely want to text you, call you, or like I heard voice note use or something like that, and like tell you how much they honor you. They honor the connection, and they want you both to become stronger. I do think this next conversation is going to do all of that. It's going to honor you, your person, your relationship, and it's going to make your relationship way stronger and better. And like I said, it's going to test your patience, because I do feel like there are things that still need to be tweaked and worked on. But the fact that you both like want to be together, and you know I heard want to make love, and you both feel you're the best thing that's ever happened to each other, there's progress here. And this is like, I love this energy. This is like really, really beautiful. There's deep, deep emotions, and I think your person's definitely going to touch your heart this next conversation. And I think you're going to be able to receive them and like fully, and like give to them as well. But this person just wants to give. They want to give you all of them. They want to give you all of their emotions and their feelings, as much as you can handle, because this person definitely wants to be not only sexually intimate with you, but also like emotionally intimate with you. They realize now like who you are and what you mean to them, and like you are their home. Like, and I feel like you feel that like the same way. and they just feel like you both belong together. This is definitely something they're going to say in the conversation, that you both belong together, and they don't want to see you with anyone else. And they may even ask, like, what's your living situation, depending on, like, where you're at in your relationship with this person. Like, I do feel like talks about sharing a home or having a home together is going to be discussed. But again, I feel like you already intuitively know this, or something about a home. Maybe this person just bought a home or moved into a new home. It's like, but you know something about home, like this person being your home, having a home with this person is like happening. It's coming up at this time. But yeah, that is what I see for you guys. So I'm going to leave it here. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this provided you with some deeper insight and guidance to your situation. If not, feel free to pick another pile. I am sending you all so much love. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in, and I will talk to you all later. Take care. Hello, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Page of Cups, this is your reading for your next conversation with your person. So this is really interesting energy, honestly. I feel your next conversation with your person is going to be very passionate, but kind of like not in the way that you're thinking. Like, it's going to be very like passionate arguing or conflict. There's going to be some type of like conflict happening in this conversation, and I think this is going to come as a surprise to you. So it's either like, I don't know, like something about this conversation is going to be surprising. It's either this person's going to show up when you're like entertaining other people or hanging out with your friends or something like that, or I feel like you could find out something while you're at home with your friends, or while you're out with your friends or something. You could see this person doing something they're not supposed to do, or being with someone they're not supposed to be with. You could see, it's like you may see something that this person's doing that's going to cause an argument. Like, you're going to confront this person. I don't think it's going to be in person. For some of you it could. For others of you, I think you're going to like message this person, but it's going to really shock you, and I think it's going to cause some insecurities on your end, and you're going to feel betrayed or something. So it could be, I'm getting like for like maybe like a few of you are already with this person, you're engaged to this person, or you plan on marrying them, or you want to marry each other, because we have wedding here and then we have trust, and in this picture like there's two hands wearing like wedding bands. So I feel like this person may have done something or will do something that'll break your trust, but also cause an argument. And you like may tell this person you don't want to speak to them, or you want to be alone or something like that. But this is happening for your greater good. I mean, everything is, but this is happening for your highest good, because this is going to cause some type of spiritual transformation within you both. And you both are going to like transform after this argument, this conflict. And I feel like you may even dream about this person, or you've been dreaming about this conflict or what this person's doing, and I feel like your intuition has been spot on. Like, you have a gut feeling about like whatever I'm talking about. You already have this intuitive gut feeling about it. I feel like I'm not telling you anything that is going to shock you, but I think you actually seeing it, or whatever intuitive hit or gut feeling or like premonition you have, I think seeing it come true might shock you. And I think you're going to see it with friends or something. You're going to see it with, for some of you, you're going to see it by yourself. Like, and for others of you, your friends or someone that you're close to is going to be around when you see it. And I think it's going to cause some type of, but it's going to feel deceptive, or like this person lied, or you're going to feel stabbed in the back, or like heartbroken or something like that. And I think you may separate, or want to break up. I don't really see you breaking up, but I think you may feel like you want to break up because of this. And especially after the fight, because I don't think this person is really going to be straightforward or come to terms, or I heard come correct with you about the situation or about whatever you both are fighting about. I think a lot of triggers is going to like come up, and I think you both may start playing mind games, or this person is playing mind games with you. You feel like this person's playing mind games with you. And I feel like this person does have low self-esteem, or like a poor self-image or something. But I do feel like something this person does or did or said that you found out, or maybe during this conflict, this argument, is going to make you feel anxious and insecure, and make you feel like you don't want to be with them. I feel like this person is like, which is weird because I'm not getting a lot about this person. I'm getting a lot about like, this is your energy. This is your like, I'm seeing like a bird's eye view of like what's happening to you, but really not what's happening to the other person. if that makes sense. So I do feel like, yeah, it's like you both don't want to be with anybody else, but whatever this person did makes you feel differently, makes you doubt that. But I think this person's going to work. I think you both are definitely going to work together to overcome these doubts and these deceptive lies, or this, like, if this is a third party situation, like a third party situation. Because you both don't want to be with anyone else. And I think you both are going to rebuild trust. And with abundance here, it says be open to accept an abundance of love. I do feel like you both have an abundance of love for each other. And I heard trust was broken. Or, trust you're going to feel like your trust is broken. Like, you can't flourish the way that you want to with this person, or like your abundance of love is like halted or stopped because there's trust issues. But I do feel like this can be corrected. I think it might take some time, but it's definitely like you both have the potential to have this abundance of love, this abundance of trust in order for your relationship to flourish. And this person's gonna, now I'm getting like intuitive hits about your person. This person regrets doing something. They feel like they've made a mistake, or they feel guilty about something, or they feel like they've made a wrong choice. And I'm getting strong apology. Like this person owes you an apology. Like I'm hearing like you can expect an apology from this person because they know that they've messed up, and but they do want a relationship with you. They do want a commitment with you. They do want to be partners with you. I just think like maybe you both, like, maybe this was like really fast. This relationship happened really fast and you both never got a chance to get to know each other. But I feel like there's this, like, you both need to take time to get to know each other again and be vulnerable and maybe express some insecurities or some doubts, or like where you have, low self-esteem or poor self-image or something. Like there needs to be like a vulnerable conversation, because someone, I feel like it's your person, regrets the way they treated you or regrets what they've done to you, and they need to come clean. But this person sees you as your support, and I feel like you feel like this person supports you as well. You both like have similar inner circles, or you both are like in the same circle. Like you both have mutual friends that you hang out with. So not for all of you, but I do feel for some. But this person, I feel like this conversation is going to be very heavy, very passionate, but like maybe like a little bit ungrounded. But I think later down the road or later on, it might become like something more, I don't know. Like I'm just getting like whatever you're going through, whatever you're about to go through is going to make you both stronger. It's going to require you both to do some reflecting and to not have your defenses up and to not act so defensive, but to appreciate what's the truth, like to appreciate whatever is being like said as much as you can, and don't like try not to like reel in it as much or act defensive, but like just be clear and honest and vulnerable. But I do think this is going to be like corrected. This is not something that's going to lead to like a breakup. It may lead to like some time apart, but I'm not getting like a big breakup here, but I am getting like heartbroken. So this is going to be like a difficult conversation or just a difficult time to communicate, and it's going to be very challenging, very like conflicting. I think you both are going to trigger each other. I think there's going to be a lot of like older past stuff coming up, like resentments, like old resentments. It's going to be a battle a little bit, and maybe like I just heard like try not to manipulate the situation and just let it flow the way it flows. Because I feel like you or your person could try to like manipulate, not maybe your person, maybe I'm getting more so like you may try to do something. I'm just getting manipulation, but whether it's you or your person, try not to like feed that, or try not to like engage with that energy. Like try to be in your integrity as much as possible and be authentic as much as possible. Yeah. But yeah, so wow, it was really short and sweet and to the point, but that is what I see for you guys. So I'm going to leave it here. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this provided you with some deeper insight and guidance to your situation. If not, feel free to pick another pile. I am sending you all so much love. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in, and I will talk to you all later. Take care.